What's up, dog?
What's going on, man?
I'm good. You got that backwards cap.
Yeah, man, I'm feeling it. How you doing, Benny?
I'm good. You walked in. You said you're hungry. You're fasting for Ramadan.
Yeah, I said I
said-
was hungry. I said I was trying to survive.
That's what you said. You're trying to survive.
Simplifying what I said.
Yes, but then you said your energy's in a weird place.
Oh
'cause of
yeah,
the-
my
because of
energy's
the
whack.
food.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've been fasting all day. Ramadan is upon us. 2 days left, though.
Nice.
If we could have done this podcast 2 days from now, I would be like, Benny, how about that? You know, I'd be so much higher energy.
We should do. We'll do another one.
Okay.
That'll be the plan.
Yeah.
and-
We could compare. That'd be interesting.
Yes. Yeah.
Comparison. I think a lot of it's in my voice. I just sound tired because I am tired.
So you're not hungry. You're tired. Is that
Yeah,
how
more than
okay.
hungry. I'm just exhausted and just like burned out. I just want to lie down and not even sleep. I just want to lie down and not move, and maybe like look at my phone. I want to do that.
It's just no food. Like
No
everything.
food,
you're
no
allowed to,
water, nothing. Yeah.
okay, you can go on the phone and stuff.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that.
Well, you can't curse, which
Really?
is gonna make this difficult. And you can't have sex
Interesting.
or jack off.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
And do you adhere to every rule? You seem pretty strict. I offered him a flavored toothpick, and he said that was cheating. So
'Cause
now
he-
he's eating a regular toothpick.
Yeah,
instead.
because you don't want to be swallowing that flavoring.
Right.
You know, and that's like will make you feel good. I'm pretty strict during Ramadan.
Mhm.
Yeah, because if you're doing it, just you should do it. You
Right,
know, if
right.
you're gonna do it, why do halfway? Just do the whole thing, or don't do it at all.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Whoa.
you said I'm going to do it. You said
Yeah, I've done it every year. I do it since I was a kid.
Cool.
Yeah, since I was like 10.
And what does it mean? I guess to you, and also in general. Forgive my ignorance, I suppose.
No, it's okay. It's sort of not to be cheesy, but it's like every year before Ramadan, I'm at my worst. I'm like eating the most gross food. I'm the most lecherous and lustful. And then Ramadan comes and it's like a reset.
Mm.
And then it's like, okay, now let's start over and let's be extra spiritual for 30 days. And it kind of gets you back on track. And then you have another year to slowly get bad.
It's very LA.
Yeah, in a
I'm
way
going on
it
a
is.
cleanse. I'm going on a
Yes.
spiritual juice cleanse.
For sure. It's, detoxing from everything. Totally. Yeah, it is a thing. I mean, I think they do it in LA, just like non-Muslims will do it. Or
Really?
they'll do
Like
like
people-
intermittent fasting, which is the opposite of what we do.
Oh, sure.
Because
Yeah.
they won't eat from like the nighttime to the morning, which is inverted from what we do.
Damn, that'd be horrible if you were trying to do both. And you had a 30-minute window to eat everything you wanted for the day.
You'd lose weight. You'd probably look good.
That's true. Yeah. I used to do Yom Kippur, which is the Jewish one, but
I
it's
didn't
only
know you were Jewish, Benny. I should have
yeah.
known. Benny Feldman.
I don't do it anymore, but
Pretty
I was
Jewish
raised Jewish, and I would do
What variety?
what's that?
What variety of Jewish?
Reform,
Oh, okay.
kind of like just generic
Pews in your
white
synagogue?
bread matzah. Yeah, pews. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Not like I went to a damn Catholic church one time, and they had like kneeling bars. You ever seen
that
those?
feels weird.
They've like you
Yes,
like for
I know.
adults to like put their knee like pads for you to
Yeah,
like get down.
yeah. You
That's
kind of
great.
give me Catholic vibes, actually.
I'm
So I'm surprised.
I'm half Jewish.
you
So
go.
the other half, that's why I look like this.
Yeah.
Blonde hair,
can I tell you
blue-eyed.
something weird? You're beautiful.
That's very kind of you. You as well.
I really think you're a beautiful man. I look at you and I'm like, I love your dimples are great. I like the earrings are good. The whole thing. I like your face a lot.
Thank you.
That's not weird to say. I think
no,
you're
I
a
really
beautiful
appreciate
person.
that. That's very nice of you. I've been really messing around with the facial hair, trying to figure out
Looks
the
great.
correct length to do. I want to grow it out further, but then I don't know. I think it gets kind of wilder further. So maybe
I think
here's
you look
pretty
good where you're at right now.
I-
I
that's
envy
it's
it.
nice
I
of
can't
you.
really grow a beard.
Really.
No, I can just kind of get a little chin, but this is
Huh.
great. I envy it.
That's extremely
That's
kind.
maybe
Yeah.
that. I mean,
Honestly, I
don't-
needed that.
really did you?
To some degree, I think I get I think I get in my head a little bit about how I look. Because
You
I
look good.
that's nice, very nice of you. I appreciate that because it was very unprompted. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it's just being honest, you know.
yeah,
I don't feel like I'm gay at all, but I do feel envy. Like when I see an attractive face, I'm like, I wish I had that.
well, I
you
think
know?
okay,
And that's how I feel about your beard.
and not as just a sort
Yeah.
of not as a generic like bounce back, but you are also a good looking man. Like this, it's not like, you know what I mean?
This
You shouldn't
podcast,
necessarily
where
be.
are we going?
Is gay sex allowed during Ramadan?
At night, anything goes.
Fucking yeah, no, I mean yeah, I sure there's people who are, it's like, you know, are the envy of society, but like I don't think you necessarily need to be a terribly envious person.
Thanks, man. That's
Yeah.
really kind of you.
Actually, maybe style wise, maybe use a few tips with not wearing a backwards hat. I'm gonna lie, that looks goofy as hell.
Dude, come on, man.
No, I'm not sorry.
I like the backwards.
No, I
hat.
think.
Come on, man.
Sorry. No, you do you. Don't
I'm
give
not
it.
even a
Don't
Falcons
give it to
fan.
peer pressure.
I don't know
It's
why
just-
I'm having this.
No, I like the
hat.
backwards hat. It's no, I don't.
I don't
Good
either.
guess.
I just am trying something different.
You're so kind to me, and I just was like,
Yeah, you're ripping
I think
on
you're
me, man.
I think you're a very good looking guy.
Yeah.
The backwards hat it
hurts.
strikes me as a different subculture. It strikes me as like frat.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I mean, I'm gonna keep it on.
And I'll do a compliment sandwich. I think you're very funny.
Oh,
I watched your Comedy Central special. It was great.
man. Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Also, feel free now that I've given you an unprompted roast. You have one for me at any time.
Oh, don't worry, it's coming.
yeah. Feel
building.
free. Feel free.
Thank you for saying I'm funny. I think you're great. I feel like the first time I saw you really was like maybe a year and a half ago at that apartment show in Gowanus.
At Life World. Yeah.
Yeah.
At yeah, for sure.
And I followed you, and you did like this dance. You killed, and then you did like a dance at the end of your set.
I went freak mode.
You have freak mode. Does that happen often?
I feel like I do it when I feel like the set. If I feel like my energy is weird, and I don't like how the crowd is,
Yeah.
I'll go, it's time to go freak mode, and I'll just like dance really strange for like a few minutes.
Well, you did it, and then I couldn't follow it because the audience
could've.
was like, "What? I couldn't. No.
I think you could have.
Well, I didn't. I tried, and the audience was like, "No, like we want more freak mode." And
Are you able to, like, do you have some freakness in you?
I do, but I don't think I harness it well. I feel like it harnesses me. You know, which I think is what you would say about your freak mode, but no, you're like riding that dragon.
Okay, but I mean, I know what you mean there. I am definitely like slamming the freak mode button. You feel like the freak mode button slams you.
Yeah.
And
I get turned into the button.
How does that manifest?
Freak mode is the hand. I'm getting pressed by freak mode. How does it manifests in like, I think we're talking about stand up, right? Specifically?
Yeah.
Because
or comedy in general.
when I'm doing a show and it's not, and like the audience is not what I want them to be doing, I'll just really hate them. And that's when freak mode gets when it presses me. Because then I implode in a weird way where I just become like so hateful towards these people, which is so unfair because they're just people in a room. And I like completely concoct a narrative of what's wrong with them, and I'll just poop all over them.
That comes out like you actually say like,
Yeah, I'll be
you're
like,
just fucking.
I was in Atlanta, and I did all these shows that were super fun, and then one show at the Laughing Skull Lounge there was awful. The crowd was awful. And I did my first joke, got nothing, and I went, oh, this is going to be so bad. This sucks. You guys are awful people. And it just became like a mean 10 minutes of me just telling them that I told them that
Did
I
they
want them to
deserve
die
it?
in a fire.
Oh,
Yeah, I was being
jeez.
I was angry at them. No, of course they didn't deserve it, but in a way they did because they didn't laugh. And you could just see their faces.
If I'm being honest,
I'm looking at them. I'm like, you guys suck.
No, totally.
I see
totally.
you. You suck. I see you. You suck. Like,
No,
yeah.
I was gonna say I've also been pressed in that direction where I did a show where it was like all like really rich people, like you could tell by the way like from the venue and from their outfits and everything.
Where?
And but this has actually happened more than once. But one of them I'm thinking of is I did Soho House, which is like that club
yeah,
that's
that
like
will bring freak mode out of me.
oh my god,
Oh,
yeah. It costs
yeah.
folks. It costs $650 a month to be a member there. It's like a club thing.
And it's
For
nothing. It's just
fuckers.
like a 4-story building in Soho.
So you've done that?
I've
as
done
well?
that show a few
Yeah.
times. Yeah.
Good friends that run it.
Yeah, fine people.
Yeah, but it's just like I don't know. The vibes just like got to me, and I started yelling at them about like executing landlords. So,
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's my problem. That's when I go freak mode. But it's different from what you do, because you really do. You do control it. You dance it.
but it's a bit different because that freak mode. If I'm controlling it, then that's me going, I'm going to dance. I'm going to have fun for these people. But I don't want to hit the fun dance mode for the rich fuckers. I don't want to be their little like monkey guy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's So I do feel that.
Got it.
Yeah.
Very well. What do you think of rich people?
I hate them deeply.
Same. They're awful.
Yeah.
God. What are we gonna do about it?
That's a good question. I like your act is political in those ways about some stuff. Like
for sure.
and I respect and I appreciate that. And like I remember you're talking about this stuff.
Yeah.
In the special and everything.
I guess. Was I talking about rich people? Or
I think you were talking.
economics?
You're talking about. It's been a minute since I've seen it.
Same. I can't remember.
But I do remember thinking that
I
it
mean,
was political.
It is political. I mean, I guess I talk about the president a lot. I think. But I don't talk much about rich people. Maybe I should try. It's hard.
What are your thoughts on rich people?
They should be assassinated.
Yeah.
My policy has always been, if you make more than $10 million a year, dead. You don't need to be alive. Bye. That should be the rule. You get firing squad if you get more than $10 million a year. You don't even need $10 million a year. That's crazy. But that's me being generous. Past that, 11 million.
Just out of here.
Bye.
Out of here.
Go
And then
home.
the money just goes to your estate.
Yes.
All year.
It goes to the government, and it gets given to poor people.
Yeah. I mean,
That's my plan.
Yeah, totally. I don't know. I have not figured out what the move is yet. I'm still trying to like say I'm keep thinking like, well, I guess we could like reform it somehow, but I'm like, is reform impossible?
Yeah, it feels
like
impossible.
but at the same time, like if we were to try to do an active like revolution or something currently, it's like this kind of just turning into like a classic socialist doom spiral podcast. But
yeah, but that's fine. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine. It's just it's funny to do another one of
That's where
those.
it's headed. That's where everything is headed, though. If you talk about politics and you don't end up in some sort of like awful apocalyptic scenario, you're being unrealistic. Anyone who's just talking about like incremental change, they're stupid, right?
Yeah.
None of this is fixable.
No, I think it's like we either need drastic reform from like a major movement of the people spearheaded by like information and like that kind of thing, like really get a lot of like most people on board, the class consciousness thing,
Of course.
or we need a horrible bloody revolution.
We need to go freak mode.
But the thing is, like, if you were to try to support like a bloody revolution, it's like then you would like you essentially the military and the rich people would murder you.
Of course, immediately.
So it's like your only option is like sort of the information game, I think.
Yeah, you're right.
To some degree, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know for sure. I'm just trying to figure out.
You're probably right. You're probably right. What's your favorite sports team?
You're interviewing me. I'm gonna interview you. What would your job be in the apocalypse? I'm not a sports guy.
In the apocalypse,
Yeah.
job.
Or
I think I could teach the kids.
Yeah.
If there's a room with kids, like if they're like corralling like orphans and stuff, I'd teach them. Teach them history, social studies. Yeah, I'd like that.
That'd be awesome.
I think that's what I would have done if I wasn't a comedian. I'd probably teach social studies, history.
High school, middle school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe college. That's probably the best one.
College seems the hardest to like, because you have to do all this other bullshit outside of it.
That's right. But don't you get paid more? I have no idea.
Maybe, I don't know.
Did you go to college?
I did, but I wasn't a teacher.
What'd you get a degree in?
The computer science. I can make
Oh.
little video games as my.
Oh, dope.
Yep.
Did
But
you go to school?
what? Drexel.
Oh, cool.
Did you go to school for? What'd you go to school for?
Political science
Oh, cool.
at UF, University
Okay.
of Florida. Yeah,
Cool.
tight.
Yeah, that's awesome. I was a bad student, to be
Me too.
clear.
Yeah.
People. The thing with like saying comp sci is like, I was also like a D student. You know what I mean?
Huh.
But I know that it has like a, I don't know. It has a implications or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, but.
What are the implications?
I think that you're like a STEM-oriented person.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but it's like it is possible to be in STEM and just be bad at it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that you're like yeah. That's totally true. My dad was a doctor and he was poor. There's anomalies out there.
How did that happen?
Lost his license.
Was he just messing up or
No,
Sorry.
he sued the state of Connecticut's medical board for forcing surgeons to do unnecessary surgery, and he lost. This is back in the 80s.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and then they countersued him and lost his license.
Well,
But he's still a
that's a
doctor.
noble act.
No,
to do.
good
That's
guy,
a
really
guy,
good,
yeah.
good doctor, good man. Poor,
Still a doctor?
I guess technically not, but he practiced illegally. He's dead now.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so you're blowing up.
I
his
guess my
spot.
point in saying all this is to say that don't judge a book by its cover. Benny was in STEM. That doesn't mean he's smart.
Doesn't mean I'm smart. Don't judge a book by its contents or its cover.
Yeah, or its content. Or by its words in it,
Yes. Yeah.
or the author. Don't judge a book. Just don't
judge a book.
stay away from books.
You little judgy fucker.
Yeah,
Wait
don't
until
even-
the movie adaptation comes out and then look
Absolutely.
at the Rotten Tomatoes score.
Yes. And just read the audience review. Don't even read the critics
The
review.
critic, yeah.
Critics don't know what's going on.
I like that you would have worked with kids. That's cool. Is that
Yeah.
But you went into poli-sci instead? Is that?
Yeah. No, I don't think I had any desire to teach until now that I'm 30, and like when I think about it, I'm like, I guess I do like talking about history, and I definitely am very professorial with any girl that I've ever been with, which they definitely.
I'm very mansplaining.
I'm always mansplaining the Ottoman Empire to some woman. So yeah, I think I probably could have. Now I'm like, I probably would use that energy towards teaching people if I could have done it differently.
And what
Not
are,
that I
what are
would have wanted
teachers?
to, but
Group mansplainers.
what was that?
Teachers are just group mansplainers.
Oh yeah, for
2
sure.
plus 2 equals 4.
I know it's
That's
like,
like all right.
come on, man. You don't. How do you know that though?
A college professor writing their thesis on 2 plus 2.
I'm sure it's
Equals
happened.
4. Yeah, it's probably been done. Fuck, that's interesting. I
What would you do?
was just thinking that like the idea of like I did go to school for computer science, but now reflecting, I'm like I much would have preferred to do something environmental. You know, I don't know. But now it's like comedy. I'm too invested in you as well. You've got a Comedy Central special. It's like, you know what I mean? And
Yeah, 12 years in.
yeah, it's got a few. At some point, when did you feel the all right, now I literally can't quit. Like I'm in the game.
I think last year.
Really?
I think when the special came out, and then when I had a bunch of comedy clubs that I was doing, like headlining weekends, and I realized like this is my actual source of income. That's when I felt like actually like, oh, I'm literally a comedian.
Right.
It's not a abstract, hopeful thing. It's a fact of my existence. And it didn't feel good. That realization did not feel good.
It's supposed to feel a lot
daunting.
better.
It was like, oh no, I got what I wanted, and it's a little bit scary and a little bit.
I've been feeling that because I'm midway. I'm like kind of I'm semi making my income from it. I'm hopefully doing that. But it's like it feels like a fake job. Like a real job, you clock in and you're like, yes.
Yeah.
I will scoop ice cream now for 3 hours.
Right, and you like know that you're gonna be able to do the job for like a year at least.
Right. Right.
Every headlining date I do, I'm like, this could be the last one. I don't know if I'm gonna get another one. You know?
Yeah.
Like my bookings aren't that far out. Sometimes they are, but lately they haven't been.
Book Ismael.
Book me.
But it's like I wonder what how that all
Yeah.
even happens. You know what I mean? It's like who are these people?
Right.
Who's coming to this stuff? You know?
Oh, to the shows?
Yeah, or doing the
Dude,
booking. Like
so
I'm always so
crazy.
confused by like.
Audience members, I'll never understand that.
Yeah.
Like I get it in New York because it's a part of the culture here to go to a comedy show.
Mhm.
It's cool, or it's whatever. But people that live in like suburban towns, I grew up in a suburban town. I would never go to a comedy club
Mhm.
because it just would feel trashy. And yet I do comedy shows in clubs all over America. People are there. People are
Right.
like, I'm going to go to a club and watch this comedian. Who are you? It's so weird.
It's strange.
It's bizarre.
Stop doing it, folks.
Stop
coming out.
Don't come out.
Weird. It's weird as hell.
I'm going to be in Cincinnati in 2 weeks. Do not come. Stay home with your wife and child.
Yeah, I mean, it is strange, and thank you for coming out. But but it's also like I don't even I don't know. I guess it depends on the city. It depends on the culture, the space. You know.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I've noticed that people like come out to see you from like everything. Like you should never discount any piece of media that you have.
Right.
Because yeah, I've had people say like, I saw you do
Benny Feldman's podcast.
Benny Feldman's podcast. No, for real.
Yeah,
It'll
like
be
actually.
something random like that where you're like, really? I didn't. And then you came to the club for that? That's wow. Everything. People will say all kinds of things that they come to shows for.
What's the weirdest one that you've got?
I did this show on Vice like 10 years ago. It was a show about comedians that live in like weird, dirty places.
Really?
Yeah, it was on for like half a season, and I wasn't living in a weird place, but the venue that they shot in Atlanta, I was performing at, and they had me on it, and I had one joke on it, like doing stand up. I did one joke, and I had somebody tell me like, I saw you on Viceland like 10 years ago,
And that's why they came to the show.
and that's why they came to the show.
That's crazy.
And I was like, what? I forgot that existed. Yeah,
But that's cool. That's an interesting.
it's kind of cool, right?
Yeah. Are people coming up to you and telling you? I wish you could survey a crowd.
I would love
You know what I
to.
Yeah. Like, why are you here?
I have asked audiences before, like, who knows me? And that's a big risk.
Yeah, because if it's nobody claps.
That happened once where I was like, clap if you know me at all. And no one clapped. And I was like, oh.
That's kind of cool. At least people come. At least people came. You know.
Yeah, but the problem is that now the audience is united in
Not
the
knowing.
worst way. So they're like, oh, now we all know that this guy ain't nothing. Before we're all seated here, we don't know each other from Adam. Maybe that person at that table likes this guy, and I should be more respectful of him, you know.
And now they're like,
But now they're like,
none
this
of us
guy,
know
this guy is nothing. You know, there's a big risk,
I
and
guess
it
you
did
could
not
wait.
pay off.
You could wait till the end of the act. You'd be like,
Right.
Hey,
I
by
think
the way,
I did it
who came here for
selfishly
me?
to know if I could do old material.
Oh, yeah,
You know?
yeah. Like
It was
a
the
check.
last show of the weekend. I was just like tired. I was in California,
Really?
Sunnyvale.
I guess like kind of a trick way to do it is you start doing a joke, you go, stop. Has anybody already heard this joke? And that way it's just like, yeah,
That's a really funny idea.
kind
Do
of
you do
sneak it
that?
past them. No.
I've never done that before.
I just do all of my. I don't have enough.
you don't care.
Like for me, it's so hard to get time. What
do you mean?
New minutes. I mean, new
New material?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I feel like you're prolific.
I
You're always
appreciate.
posting stuff on Twitter and
Yeah, but I mean, Twitter posts don't always translate to new material.
right.
I can't always get up on stage and say, "Who's up at night noticing the beings again?" The crowd, like, it's like some crowds will find that funny, but some crowds will be like, "What do you mean?"
Dude, I mean, yeah, you're difficult because your jokes are they're short and they're like esoteric
Mm.
and silly.
Yes, I
So
appreciate
it's
that.
like everyone's got a little special sauce. You know?
Yeah, thank you.
I feel like you don't have any jokes that are completely charisma based or personality based or something like that.
That's so kind of you.
which
Appreciate
is, you know, Nothing wrong with those kinds of jokes, but they're easier to write
Hmm.
than a joke that's just like an idea, like what you've got.
Dude, well, your jokes are also like your bits are actually tight, like good. We're doing the old bounce back, but also we mean it. That you have tight, well written, well structured bits and ideas. That
Thank
like,
you, buddy.
Like the mechanics of it are actually moving in a good, interesting way.
Appreciate
You
it.
know.
That's very kind of you.
The one I'm thinking of, and I forget how the bit goes, but it is the president one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
About Obama.
I think so. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
What's the? How's? Give me a whole little snippet. I'll see if I can remember.
This is this is a recent joke?
No, I saw you do it like a year and a half ago.
Oh. Is it about Trump? I've got a few president jokes.
Could be a. Yeah, I don't remember.
Is it the one where it's like I talk about
It's a whole bit.
Yeah, it's about how politicians are terrible at public speaking, and like comedians were better at that than them, and they couldn't do like if Biden was here right now doing this, like he would just fart and die immediately, like he wouldn't be able to do.
No, but I like that.
Stand up.
No, I saw you do it at
bunch of
Black
jokes
Cat in the
about-
Lower East Side.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, we'll never know. Mystery bit.
Yeah, it's hard to remember what bits you've done at shows.
I know.
It's like impossible.
I know.
I'm
Yeah,
trying
you
to-
just do so many.
Toothpicks up.
Dude, I love that we're doing this podcast
Hell yeah.
because it's eating time away. I'm almost get to break fast.
Oh, what time is it? Sundown
7:39.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have the app for the sunset.
I just Google sunset.
Oh, cool.
There is an app, but it's called Muslim Pro, and a few years ago it came out that the FBI was like teamed up with Muslim Pro.
Oh my god.
So anyone who had that app was being like monitored by the FBI.
So
we-
did you have it? Were you being?
I did have it.
Holy shit.
Every Muslim in America had it, so we all like immediately canceled it.
That's crazy.
That was the app though. Pretty crazy, right?
Now they just monitor anybody that Googles sunset during Ramadan. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering, are you allowed to start cooking earlier? Like
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. In fact, I think there's a rule where if you're cooking dinner for breaking fast,
You're allowed to taste.
you're
things?
allowed to taste it.
To make sure it's any good. Before
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
funny.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
funny.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't break your fast to taste the food that you're cooking for other people.
Oh,
Because you
it has
don't
to be
want to.
for- Okay.
You don't want to ruin. You don't want to ruin everyone's breaking fast. By the way, breakfast,
Breaking fast.
breaking fast from when you were sleeping. You were fasting.
And lunch, that's late lunch.
Yeah.
And,
And
means nothing.
dinner.
I hardly know her.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Where are you from?
I'm from Pennsylvania, outside of Philly.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. So many Philly people.
Yeah. Yeah.
So many
It's a
Philly
good
people.
network, good
It's a
squad.
Great crew, man. I love Philly comedians.
I might have met you. I met you in Philly first, actually. You were doing a show
That's
at Good
right.
Good.
At
Yeah,
Good
yeah,
Good.
Yeah. Yep.
With Ahmed.
Was he there?
Oh, maybe he wasn't.
He totally might have been. I just don't know. If I
Jeffrey
met
was
him.
there. Jeffrey Asmus.
Yes.
There you
yeah,
go.
Yeah, yeah,
Amazing king.
yeah. He's
Jeffrey,
crushing
one of the
it.
best.
His special said it was coming out in February, and I keep refreshing the website, and it's not out.
Jeffrey Asmus.
Only funny
He's a
white
boy.
man. That's the name of the special, I
One of
think.
the boys. I did JFL with him.
Oh shit!
He bombed.
Did he really? Did he seriously?
We all did. We all did. We all did. We all
You had
did.
was it a bad?
It was terrible.
Really?
No one was in our room. Yeah.
Well, this was I assume New Faces. Like
2016, New Faces, Unwrapped.
They had
yeah.
Unwrapped then too. Okay.
Yeah,
I also
yeah.
did Unwrapped.
I remember.
Mm.
I loved it. For
Oh, you were there. You were behind.
I was
You were
with
behind
you.
me during the other people's thing, and then I turned around to be like, it's your. And then you had left or something. I
Yeah.
forget. You left partway.
I'm sure I had another show to go to. This last, but
gotcha,
this was
gotcha.
2016's JFL. It was historically the worst JFL for Unwrapped.
Really?
Yeah, they booked this big theater, and they told us it was sold out, but it was booked at the same time as Roast Battle, which was the big thing back then. Roast Battle. So we get there, no one's there, and they're like, "It's sold out," and we're like, "Yeah, but nobody's here." They're like, "Don't worry, they'll come," and then
They don't.
nobody came.
Oh
Like,
my God.
30 people came for like a 200-seat big theater.
Same space that. Was it? Is
Different
it on the
space
same-
from what you
okay,
performed
gotcha. I
in.
was gonna
Not
say.
the it's across the street from where you performed in the Place des Arts.
Gotcha. Okay.
Is where we performed. Big theater, beautiful theater. And then all
Beautiful
12 of
theater.
us.
Sorry.
Beautiful theater.
Big theater.
All 12 of us just bombed. 'Cause
Damn.
there was no one there. It's a huge venue with nobody in it.
Did they record it but then not put it out, or is it?
They didn't record it. This was before. This was like the low point of JFL, because I think the next year they did. Amazon bought it or something happened to it.
Okay.
So like, yeah, this was like right when it was on life support, and yeah, Jeff bombed. I bombed. I did okay, but it wasn't like anything to write home about.
Right.
JP McDade did okay.
JP McDade did okay.
Did
Oh, I'm doing Trump voice. For some reason, the way you said big theater, beautiful theater, made me think it was like very Trump.
He
Big
is
theater,
infectious.
beautiful theater.
The way that he communicates,
Yeah.
the way that he orates is infectious. When I see it too much, I do imitate it by little shards. I just do little shards of Trump because it is fun.
I wish his
Big theater.
he did like a Charlie Rose interview like decades ago.
Really?
And I was watching like a little bit of it. He spoke so differently.
Oh,
He's
right.
got,
When
like-
he's younger.
Yeah.
And
He's not even that. He's like 50. He's like fucking 45 or something.
Right.
Because he's like 78 or something.
I know.
And so it's
Isn't
like,
it crazy how old
Yeah.
you can get?
yeah, you get so old.
Doesn't it blow your mind when you see like somebody in a movie, like Robert De Niro in a movie, and he's like 60, and it was like 40 years ago?
Yeah.
You're like, how is he still alive?
Yeah.
He was an old man in the 80s. You really spend a lot of your life old.
You know what's crazy? Guess how old Martha Stewart is?
72.
81.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm dead serious. Isn't that wild?
81?
81, yeah.
I mean, she's doing something right, I guess.
Absolutely,
She
yeah.
looks amazing.
Yeah. Whatever her beauty care stuff is, this is sponsored by Martha Stewart. Go online and use our
81?
code.
Dude, I
Live
mean, I feel
forever.
like we don't really keep up with Martha the way we used to, so maybe she looks kind of bad.
Snoop is 51. Snoop Dogg? She is 30 years older than him. That'd be like if your future...
Are they dating?
No, but everybody ships them because they're like best friends for some reason.
Yeah.
But it's like, it'd be like if your best friend in the future is born now.
Wow. I like this scenario because I'm Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you go to jail for
81.
a year.
Dude, isn't that crazy, though? You're old, hopefully, for most of your life.
Mm.
Ideally, because I'll say you're old at 40. That's when you're old.
Sure.
That's a little bit unfair.
Well, then if you're old most of your life if you at least live to 80.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
If you're
I'm
younger
very
than-
bad at math.
Right.
You're so right. You have to live to 80 for that to count.
Well, but then it's at least it'd be definitely like a
I'm so stupid.
plurality. It's like if you, because like different phases of your life are so different.
Yeah.
So from
I'm
40
trying to make
to
sense of what I
40
was
to
thinking.
well, I'll agree. I'll agree. So let's say 40 to 60. That's like 20 years of being like mid-level old.
Yeah.
That's like you weren't a teenager for 20 years. You weren't like a kid for 20 years. So 20 years between 40 and 60. That's the longest time of your life spent as a single like.
That's true.
Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that was what my point was that you become like an old person and then you're kind of done. Like you're done transitioning
Yes.
for
Yeah.
the rest of your life. And that's just who you are forever.
Just kind of shrank a little bit.
Yeah, you shrink, you become ill. Things get scarier.
Except Martha Stewart.
She looks awesome.
Yeah.
MILF, GILF.
Yeah.
GILF, I'd say.
I'd marry Martha Stewart.
Yeah. Yeah.
70 years ago. No. She would have been 11.
You would have been.
I mean, 55 years ago.
Yeah, me too. Martha.
So I guess like, she's been an iconic household name for a longer time than like we realized probably, you know.
What did she get her start in? Did she have a show?
She was
first?
on the vaudeville circuit. I
Yeah,
got no
she
idea.
was doing the Borscht Belt.
Yeah, selling wares.
Yeah.
Showing Tupperware off or something.
Martha. Did she have a sexuality at that point? 81? Do you think she's sexually
I think
active?
so. Old people are famously sexual as fuck.
Wow. That gives you I mean, I actually don't know if I like that. I feel like I want to get to a point where I don't want that anymore.
I think this maybe is a natural progression, but I am curious to ask. You came in saying that you're currently going through a divorce? Is that
Oh yes.
something you're comfortable speaking to?
Oh, of course. Yeah, getting divorced. I feel like that character in Family Guy she's pregnant like the whole show. The cop's wife,
Oh, sure. Okay.
and she's just pregnant every episode.
Like Joe's wife?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's how I feel with this divorce, because I feel like I've been getting divorced for years to the same woman. It just never ends.
I think, okay, maybe the last time I saw you, maybe at Sesh, you were like, I just started filing for divorce or something?
Yeah.
Or when did you get married?
We got married in 2020, January 2020.
Okay.
And we only knew each other for 4 months before that.
Damn.
Yeah, we went fast.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I mean, that's partially why we didn't end up surviving as a married couple. But it was fun.
You proposed within a few months?
Yeah.
You were like, whoa, holy shit, this is...
Yeah, I was overwhelmed with emotion. I fall in love fast. It's not great. And I fall in love hard. And this girl, she took advantage. No, I'm kidding. She didn't take advantage.
Right.
But she was like, yeah, for sure. Let's get married. So, yeah. Then
Is
COVID
that,
happened.
is that something you're...
destroyed everything. Yeah.
Well, are you comfortable with being somebody who falls in love fast, or is that something you're trying to like slow down, or is that like, you know what I mean?
I was comfortable with it, and now I'm not. After this last marriage, this is my second marriage, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Damn.
After this one, I feel a lot more hesitation about, like, falling in love and pursuing that so fast. Because it's not fun anymore. You know what I mean? I'm not, like, in my 20s anymore. I can't keep doing that. I got to, like, actually figure it out.
Do you
find
think
somebody that I can have kids with.
Right. Do you think the second divorce is disillusioning? Is kind of the thing. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not what made me into an adult, but it is a sobering life event for sure.
What made you into an adult?
My dad's death. Not to get too heavy.
Oh sure.
That's what did it though. I was 27 when he died, and that was, I remember very specifically the moment before and the moment after feeling like everything is more serious now. You know?
Right.
Like, oh, this is intense. Like I'm alone. I'm a grown man now with a dead dad.
Right.
You know?
You're the current top of the lineage.
Exactly.
Yeah. What you mean.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not a good feeling. But yeah. Cuz it feels like your parents are like a buffer between you and death.
Right.
Cuz their parents are a buffer between them and death. But then their parents, your grandparents, everyone's grandparents die. And then you're like, well, at least I got mom and dad kind of shielding me.
Right.
And then your dad dies, and you're like, well, that's a huge hole. I'm next.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you have to get like, now you gotta have kids.
Yes.
Let's go.
No, I do feel that way. Not super soon, but I want to have kids before my dad did. My dad was 34 when he had kids. When he had his first kid. I'm 30, so I have 4 years.
If it help, I mean, my dad was.
Who is watching?
Later.
Do you want a kid? Let's start. How old was your dad?
He was 38 when I was
yeah.
born. So I'm definitely like, in my head, it's definitely. Was he 38 when I was born? Or something like that. I definitely feel comfortable waiting a little bit.
Yeah. That is nice.
But
my dad was 47 when he had me, but his first kid, he was 34.
Wait, he was 47 when he had you?
Yeah, old
damn.
dad.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but I'm not measuring by that because I'm not going to wait that long.
Right. Well, but at the same time, it's like, let's say you're not seeing somebody by the time you're like 35. It's like, well, you don't know how long you're going to have to wait, you know?
True.
It's like,
that's my last straw. If I'm 47 and I don't have kids, I don't even want to talk about what I'm going to
just adopt or something.
Yeah, I'll adopt. There you go.
Yeah. Instead of killing yourself, you can just adopt. Yeah.
I go on a killing spree.
I have thought about that. I've thought about like,
oh yeah,
if I'm, for some reason still single at 45 or something, I'm like, I'll just adopt some kids or something.
That's rough because then you got to have a kid by yourself.
Yeah, but that'll be resting on my laurels as a big famous comedian or whatever.
Yeah. Of course.
By then.
Of course.
Yeah, I'll have all my money from Feldman the TV show.
Right, Feldman. That sounds good.
There's no way I'm
I
gonna
can
do
see it on
No,
ABC.
no, absolutely not. That
Big
would-
bubble letters. Feldman. Yeah.
would
Coming
you
this fall?
would you want to star in a show?
I think so. Yeah.
Hmm.
You would, right?
I don't know. I'd like to be a side character. So
Yeah.
yeah. Or I would start in an animated show, but yeah.
Oh, I could see you as an animated character.
That makes more.
You're very
that seems-
cartoonish.
Thank you. I appreciate
Not
that.
in a mean way.
No, I get that a lot.
Yeah.
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 I could see you starring.
You have
in
a
show.
cartoon nose.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
kind of just like
It's a bulb. Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty funny nose.
It's
I
good
like
though.
It's like so it's like okay, it's Jewish. So it's like the hook part of it is Jewish, but then the bulb is like my mom's side.
What is she?
Like English and Pennsylvania Dutch. So
Right.
it's kind of like I don't know. I got like the bulb.
Yeah.
So it's like big
Can I
and
see your
bulbous.
profile? Yeah.
Yep. He retracts his statement on me being a hot guy.
Nah,
Like,
you're a
in
hot
ter-
guy. You're a hot
That's
guy.
kind of-
You're a hot guy, and you're like a Brooklyn guy. I feel like you're really enmeshed in like the Brooklyn comedy scene. Would you say so?
I'd say so. But you're
How
you're
do I-
definitely
What?
you're not. You seem like you're in the Manhattan scene more.
I guess, yeah.
Mhm.
But I'd like to do more Brooklyn stuff.
Well, I mean,
I love Brooklyn comedy.
Well, totally. I mean, it feels a little below your station to some degree to be doing the mics, but
Yeah.
you know, but
I-
that is
I
how
don't
you
wanna do
or
the
go to
mics.
the shows or go to the mics. It's like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Just just like going to the things. You know,
Do you run a show?
I did. We just went on hiatus because
Uh,
we were losing money.
where
Live
was
Forever's on hiatus, folks.
Where was the show?
Brooklyn Comedy Collective.
Oh,
we
I
were
did a
selling
show there.
tickets, but we were paying a guy to do the video. It was fun, but we just like didn't want to. I don't know. We were like it was like monthly, and we couldn't come up with like new material to film every month. You know.
Interesting.
Do you run a show?
I'm beginning to run a show with Kate Willett and Marty Litwalk
Oh, cool.
in Bushwick, Silo.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think the first one is this month or May. It's in May.
I know Kate. I know the other person.
Marty, dude,
mm.
Marty's hilarious. He's this guy from DC.
Where you from?
I'm originally from Florida, but I kind of claim Atlanta.
Wait, did you do that scene? Were you in that?
Yeah, I
scene?
lived in Atlanta for 3 years,
Mm.
but I started in Florida. I did comedy in Florida technically longer.
Like a
In Gainesville, Florida, my college town.
cool.
Awful. It was terrible. Florida's awful. Bad place. Best place for bad comedy.
Is that where you're
I'd say.
from?
Yeah.
Like, so you're from Florida?
Yeah, I grew
Okay.
up in Ocala. 21 years. Or
Cool.
20 years. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, man. It's not good. North
That's-
Florida.
yeah.
Horse country.
What's that?
Horse country.
Oh, sure. Yeah. For some reason, I pegged you as being DC for some reason, but maybe you just mentioned that. You just said it just
love
now, and I was
DC.
like, "Oh, is he from DC?"
I love DC.
Right. Yeah.
It's one of my favorite comedy cities. Great place. Good audience. Smart audiences. And they like politics. Like they're good at political humor.
Hmm.
So I vibe there. Great comedy clubs too. But yeah, Marty's a great comedian. Marty Litwalk. Look him up. You don't look alike that much, but you're similar. You're filling in similar like body types.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. And
Sometimes
head
I'll see
shapes.
like a lanky Jew.
Yes.
And I'll be like, fuck. There's two of us on this like show, the same exact body plan. The crowd's
Yeah.
gonna notice.
And he grew up super Jew. He grew up Orthodox,
Hmm.
not Reform.
Yeah, I think whenever there's an Orthodox person who's become not, they always look like me.
Interesting. Yeah, you
For some
do.
reason, yeah.
That's why I asked.
I look
is
like
'cause
Ari.
You
I look
kinda
like
look
a
like you
couple
could
other
be
people.
Orthodox. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
I have Orthodox relatives.
Really? They wear the yarmulke.
They wear all the shit. Yeah, conservatives wear the yarmulke, like just the yarmulke.
Just the yarmulke.
But the Orthodox, have,
Orthodox
like,
is a step up.
yeah.
Step further.
Orthodox is like the hat and
hardest
everything.
difficulty level.
Yep.
That's a Mahdi joke.
Shit, fucking.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you're back on these streets of dating.
Oh man,
How's that going? Are you?
it's rough. It's not fun, but it is kind of fun. I'm also taking it easy because I just got out of the divorce.
Oh sure.
So
Divorce just got finalized.
no, we still haven't done it legally yet.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know if I want the issue is that if I do that, then she loses my health insurance, and that makes me feel bad. And I don't. We haven't discussed it yet. So what do you do? Do you just like be single but technically married for a while? I don't know.
That's a good question.
Because
I
if you
guess,
do it, then it's like, well, then she's on her own. She's got to get her own health insurance. That sucks.
But that does
makes me feel
suck. But it's
bad.
also like, I guess it depends on how capable she is of getting her own health insurance. Like if she like really needs your health insurance currently, it's like
You're
yeah.
right.
But
Yeah,
if she, like,
we should just
doesn't-
do it. We should just end it. Sorry, this is brutal. Topic.
No, I mean it's fascinating. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
Is
You've
it?
been. You said you felt like you were getting divorced for a while.
dude,
like-
like forever. Yeah, it feels like our marriage was just bad for like a year or two. We were married for 3 years, and then COVID happened for the first 2 years. So,
But you live together. You live together.
of course, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it was just bad the whole time, kind of, and then we were like, well, let's get divorced.
At the end of COVID,
Yeah,
like
at the end.
getting
we
vaccinated.
like made it out. We made it out of COVID, and then we were both mutually not into it. Yeah.
That's such a fascinating COVID story to be like. Yeah, I was basically married just for COVID.
It's
that's
true.
That's strange.
That
you
is
know?
that's true. That is what happened.
Yeah.
We got married 2 months later. We quarantined together, and then we got out of the quarantine 2 years later, and then a year after that we got divorced. Yeah, pretty sad.
You know,
Yeah,
do you still live together? Is that
I'm currently living wherever someone has a couch
gotcha?
until
Okay.
I find a place in a week.
Nice. Damn.
So I'm
okay.
just crashing with friends. Yeah, my life is kind of in shambles right now, but I feel okay. I don't feel that sad. Thank God. I got Lexapro helping me out.
I mean, you
I'm
can
medicated
can
as
crash
hell.
here for some days.
Oh, that's
if
sweet
if
of
you
you,
do need,
man.
by the way, yeah. I mean,
Thanks,
I'll
bro.
run it by them, but if you do need, yeah.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
sweet, brother. You're kind. No, I got a
Yeah.
network of friends that are
Okay.
staying with this comic, that comic. Yeah, I'm bouncing around. And it's only May 1st is in a week, so I only have a week left of doing
True.
this, and hopefully I'll have found a place. Yeah.
Damn.
Life,
and you've got
life isn't always fun.
and comedy's still going.
Yeah, shows
Yeah.
are still good. And this was something when we first broke up, I immediately felt way better on stage. Like way freer on stage and way more creative. And I think that was a real sign that it was not good.
What-
Because I just felt like constipated when I was with her
Were you,
creatively.
were you worried about her hearing it, or was it like?
I mean, maybe that was a part of it, but I think it was more just that I knew that I wasn't happy, and then I would go on stage and I would like have to lie in a weird way that like I'm married, and I'd like do bits about being married, but I was being dishonest, you know.
Right.
But now I'm like I'm getting divorced, and it just like feels a lot more.
That's like a vulnerable.
It's like that's what's
an
happening.
honest,
That's like
real-
actually what's happening, you know.
right.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Damn.
Life is sad though.
Well, sometimes, but also yes. But also yes.
I think
I think you're. I don't want to be.
60%. 60% happy, 40% sad. That's what I think life
Which
is.
is good. It's a winning ratio.
Slightly. It's barely. I mean, because even now I'm going through some really hard stuff and I feel fine. So it's not even that bad, even when it's rough. It's fine.
Damn. Yeah, I mean.
And then when
that's
it's good, it's great.
true. To be fair, I'm like way in a way. I haven't been through that.
What's the hardest thing that you've been through?
I guess deaths of loved ones.
Yeah.
Probably. You know.
Yeah. That is rough.
Yeah, but not. I haven't had like any immediate. Not like I guess like grandparents or.
Sure.
You know. So, hardest. Yeah. Or
Oh.
economic hardship. Not having.
God,
But that's not
that
even been.
sucks too.
Hard to.
Ugh.
Hardest thing I've been through. Classic white boy hesitating on the camera, trying to figure out what his
Something hard that
what his
you've been
hardships are. Yeah, the generic struggles of life, I suppose.
Grandparents dying. Get
Yeah.
out of here with that. No, I'm
I've
kidding.
not been
I'm kidding.
divorced. I've not had a.
Not lost a father.
No. Yeah.
Damn, that's real. But also, some people's
real.
grandparents are extremely close to them. So you lose a grandparent, it could be really sad.
Yeah.
I wasn't that sad when I lost mine because I didn't really know him that well.
I think the one I'm closest with is the only one that's still alive.
Ooh, that's scary.
Which is interesting. Yeah.
That's loaded.
I guess, I don't know. Her husband dying was like my grandfather. So that was like, that wasn't, I don't know. Anyway, I was helping out or whatever. Wiping his butt and stuff.
Oh, you were wiping his butt?
Yeah, doing all that. That was fun.
Yikes. You an Eagles fan?
Not really.
What do you like?
No, I don't really.
You don't like football?
Yeah, not really. Not a big sports guy.
I wasn't either.
Oh, really?
I don't like any sports. And then last year, something happened in my brain, and now I love football.
Really?
Never watched it before ever in my life. Just like it would be on. Maybe I've been to a Super Bowl party, kind of vaguely saw the shapes of the people running at each other. Something happened to me now. Love it.
Really?
Yeah, love it.
What do you think happened?
I think I almost got a job writing for
Second
sports. Yeah, second divorce. Really, it did align with the divorce, actually. I really got into football, and then a month later, my wife was like, I think we need to separate. And I was like, well, at least the Jags are doing well. No, I watched a bunch of sports documentaries because I was trying to get a job writing for a sports comedy show on HBO. Didn't get the job, but
fell in love with sports.
But fell in love with football only. I don't care about basketball or baseball.
Falcons?
No, I don't even like the Falcons. I don't like them. I just was I was in the Atlanta airport for 8 hours, and I just wanted something. So, yeah,
that's funny.
It's a cool
funny.
hat too.
How much? I mean, I'm just thinking about the concept of getting into sports or lives changing.
As a 30-year-old,
your eyes all of a sudden, just kind of a funny look. I just like our lives are. It's impossible to predict where we'll be at 40. You know what I mean?
That's so true.
Comically,
I might like tennis.
Yeah. You might be like, just like you might have a private garden and you're playing tennis with your fifth wife.
Oh man, I hope I get to number 5. I tried to do a bit about this. My first wife I was married to for 6 months. My next wife I was married to for 3 years. So I'm like doing better. I'm increasing the length of the marriage. By wife number 5 will be on. I'll be going for a decade almost.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Is that funny?
Probably even more, right? So 6 months and to 3 years. That's a big jump.
Yeah, so, that's like what is that? A year and a half difference?
I was multiplying it in my head. That's like times 6. So
times 6.
Your third wife you'll be with for 18 years.
Whoa!
And then your fourth wife you'll be with for more than that, a bunch more.
Stan?
3 times 10 plus 3 times 8.
That's like 100.
54, I think.
Sound off in the comments. How long will I be with my 5th wife? If the pattern is 6 months to 3 years.
Would that be 150 plus 12? So 162 with your 5th wife.
That's a pretty good haul.
Yeah.
That's a long time with one woman. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Better than other people.
That's a good shit. Yeah. I wonder if I'll get. I do think I'll get married, but it's like I think
you will too. I could see you in a little tuxedo.
I mean, I would like to be married.
Really?
Yes, that's definitely a life path I'd be interested in.
Yeah.
But you gotta be with the right person.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's a big one. Really know this is what I've learned is like
that one up twice.
Oh yeah. Really know the person you're marrying. That's what I've learned. Really try to know them well.
Are you gonna set like a time limit for yourself? Like I have to date. We have to date for a minimum of a year.
I don't know if I could do that. I'm too impatient. That's my problem. I'm very impatient. If I feel it, I'm like, let's go.
What does the being wed do beyond anything that you can get out of dating them?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All it does is it legitimizes the relationship in the eyes of my family.
Okay.
Which is a big deal. It's not nothing. And it feels more morally acceptable.
Totally.
Muslim
but
guy.
Do you think after this, for a third person, they'd be like, a third marriage, they wouldn't be as like, they'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, does that have that same legitimacy coming into the...
Yeah, I think so. It doesn't matter how many you do. Yeah, I think it all feels the same. Yeah.
Sure. I'm just trying to get you to be
More responsible.
or like wait or like
Wait,
I don't know.
no, you're right. I will try. I will definitely try.
Next time I see you, I'm gonna be like, "What's up?
Don't get married.
Don't get married."
All right. I think I will give it a while. The problem is like, after a big relationship, then you have this refractory period where you have to like get over those. It's not even like being sad. It's just like mentally you need to defragment that person from your life. And that takes so long. And then once they're out of your system, the next person you meet that feels special, like it's hard to slow that down when you're like, oh, this is like a new thing. The old person's out of my mind. This thing feels really good. It's hard not to just go 100 miles an hour.
I know what you mean.
0 to 100. Just dive in.
Totally. I feel like my brain doesn't fully defragment from somebody until somebody new kind of flushes out.
Exactly.
Like it's like,
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
You need to be flushed.
You need to be flushed by a new person. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then a different vibe. Do you change your look? That's something I do every time.
After?
Yeah.
You know what's funny is I do actually. I did shave after this separation.
Really?
I'm like I don't have as thick a mustache anymore, and I'm growing my hair out. I'm trying to look like a hot young man.
Yeah, you look good.
Thanks.
Yeah. You're going for kind of your hair's thick and luscious.
Got volume.
You're hiding it with this backwards Ravens cap. Not even a fan of the Ravens. Wait, hold on. You gotta get it. Oh, sorry, Falcon. You gotta get a roast in. Give me a roast.
I need to roast you.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah, I got your backwards cap.
Why is everything you wear ripped?
Oh.
I feel like every shirt you wear has been torn at some point.
That is true. That is correct.
Look at that.
Point.
I didn't even see that when I said that.
Yeah. No,
it's
that's
torn.
That's accurate. It's accurate.
What?
Because it's old.
Is it because of poverty?
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, yeah, it's because I need to like make more money before I can purchase. Well, it's more. It's a mix of like I refuse to buy new things because I don't want to like waste the resources. But then it ends up kind of I kind of look.
You look away.
You know
what I mean?
Yeah.
You look like you have a thing that you're going for.
Yes,
which is cool.
I appreciate that. These ones aren't ripped, which is why I'm wearing them.
They're cool.
The other pants I have are all ripped. I wear jorts that are very ripped. This isn't an insult. This is I like that cool style thing you do.
I'm not a big roaster. And I'm just not in the zone. I'm not in the roast zone.
I feel that.
6:17.
You're getting closer to that sweet payday of.
I get to eat soon. I think I'm going to go to the mosque to eat.
Oh, really?
Hey, life hack. You can go to the mosque every night of Ramadan and get free food.
Really?
Get a big old bowl of food. Yeah, anyone can.
No way.
They're not going to like it if you're not Muslim, but they're not going to know either.
Oh, they don't ask?
They won't ask.
They'll ask me. They might ask.
No, they might.
You sure?
No. No one will be like, "Are you Muslim?" That will never happen.
Oh,
but
sure.
they will maybe kind of like talk to you and just kind of vibe you out. You know, just like see like what's up, like what's your name? But no one will question your Muslimness ever. Especially Muslims love white Muslims.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
They love a convert. So the more ignorant you seem, actually, the more they'll like be like hugging you and being like, very good, you know. How's take? They'll like be giving you.
Oh, that rules. I'll come in.
Yeah, dude, come on, come by.
I'll tell. We're almost at an hour, but I'll tell a quick little story. I knew this kind of strange white girl in college who was a weird person that I didn't like talking to. And one time, so we'll give her a name of we'll call her Bob.
Okay.
And then I didn't want to say her name. And then we another time out at a party, and this person comes up to me wearing like the one of the face coverings, like a full body though too, like some
covering their face too.
I guess like part of it, like a lot of it.
Oh, but their face is still showing.
Their face is still showing. But maybe part of it was covered. It's been a while. I don't remember exactly, but I didn't recognize them. And they were like, "Hey, Benny," and I was like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" Or they were like, "Hey," and I was like, "Oh, hey, I'm Benny," and they're like, "Oh, it's me, Bob." They're like, "I've converted to Islam," and I was like, "What the fuck?" And like, listen, it's fine to convert to Islam. You can do that all you want. But if you're this weird white girl that I know, it's strange for me to the next time I see you you suddenly are fully in the garb.
Dude, this girl sounds cool.
Yeah.
Is Bob single?
I don't know. I have not kept up with her.
This is back in Philly.
Yeah, it would have been like 2013 or something. This is an old story.
That's funny.
But yeah. Do you have anything you want to plug?
No. No. I do a one-man show. Follow me on Instagram, Ismael Comic on Instagram. I do a one-man show.
I really caught Ismael at a crazy time, I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah. It's my fault. I should have said, no, let's do this in a
I'm
week.
stoked.
But I already delayed it a week, so I felt bad.
No, I think you only delayed it a day. Did you delay it a week? You did.
A week ago.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
We were going to do it a week ago.
Fucking.
I suck.
No, that's crazy. It's just funny. I think it's a cool slice of life.
For sure.
Like, you know what I mean?
For sure. Whenever this comes out, I'm going to see it, and I'm going to be like...
Probably like a day or two.
Oh.
I put it out pretty quick.
All right.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Great.
Well, it might even still be Ramadan.
It will be. It's going to be Ramadan until Friday.
Follow Ismael on Instagram. Go watch all his stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
His name's on the title of the thingamajiggy. Ismael Loutfi, right?
Yeah, perfect. And also check out my boy Benny Feldman.
Yeah.
This is Benny Feldman Podcast.
Check out my podcast.
Make sure that you go see all his different stuff. Keep him in the loop.
But we'll go to part two's on Patreon.
Oh, really?
So we'll take a quick little break and then we'll do part two.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yep.
I was ready for this to be over.
Oh no, sorry. Yep. All right, we're going to Patreon.
See ya.
Bye.